Welcome back to LAK Fight Network, and joining me is Shanelle Dyer. Shanelle will be fighting on the Dana Contender Series on September 9th against Carol Foro. So, Shanelle, again, like I said, thanks for taking the time. And how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me, first of all, on the show. I love to get interviewed by you. I've been great. Fight camp hasn't started yet, so I'm still on pre-camp. Just came back from the gym, had a grueling 2 hour conditioning session, so I'm absolutely knackered, but it's all part of the process.
Yeah, what does pre-fight camp look like?
Pardon?
What does pre-camp fight look like for you?
So for me, I've been away actually. I've been away for like a month. I've been in Canada. So I enjoyed a little bit of downtime. So I was training still out in Canada, visit TriStar H2O. So got the work in, but I wasn't really pushing. Did that one session a day, maybe two. But now I'm back in London, back in the gym. So I'm just trying to get the routine in. So trying to get everything prepared for camp, trying to get like my nutritionist on board, get my S&C working together, see what we're going to do in camp, what the main goals is, watching my opponent now. So we're actually proper watching her to come up with a proper game plan, get the fitness and the weight down. My weight's actually great right now, to be fair. But yeah, get everything proper solid. So when I start fight camp, everything's there, so I can just go hard for a couple of weeks and then be the best shape I can be.
Yeah, so you mentioned you went to Montreal. What is that your first time coming to Canada? If it was, what do you think?
And I actually came Canada 2 years ago. I was meant to come next year, but I was so busy last year. But I love Canada. Like half my family actually live there, so it's a great break for me. I get to hang out with family, see family, chill, and I love the country. It's so open. It's so nice. There's two sides to it as well. I went Montreal, so you have like downtown, you have the nice city life, but you can go like to the West Island as well, and this is really pretty, really nice. The weather was amazing, so I really enjoyed my time in Canada. The two gyms was amazing also. So I went TriStar, learned from Faraz Zahabi. His grappling IQ knowledge is out of this world. So I'm learning so much, soaking up as much as I
Hmm.
can from different coaches back in Canada. So it was a great trip away.
Well, as a Canadian native, I'm proud to hear that. I'm proud to hear foreigners coming over and getting to see what Canada is all about. You just have to come over to Ontario because Quebec is meh.
Yeah,
But
I wanna go everywhere. I wanna go everywhere in Canada one day.
of course, now you got a contract opportunity with the UFC. What's going on through your head right now, or what was going through your head when the news broke out?
To be fair, I was probably like the least excited athlete you would ever meet to get, oh, you're going to be a new UFC contender. Because obviously I was part of PFL, and then my original plan was to be in PFL a while, or see that through and see what was going to happen. So that was my what the forefront of my brain was. I was going to stay in PFL for the foreseeable, but unfortunately that fell through. And then on the same day, my coach was like, "Yeah, we're going to get on UFC contenders," and I was like, "Oh, that's okay." But to be fair, it's been my dream UFC contenders. It's everyone's dream to be in the UFC, anyways. And I know with my talent and my attributes, and I've been doing this a long time. I knew that eventually I'm gonna be in UFC because I know my capabilities. I know how hard the work I put in. I know how talented I am. I know that my skill set for against other people. So I knew that eventually I will be in contenders or in the UFC.
Do you feel there's more of the pressure, or is it just more motivation?
Um, right now, more motivation. To be fair, I don't give in to pressure. I think pressure, as you said, that pressure gives me motivation. There's only pressure if people believe in you and they want you to win, and that's what everyone around me wants to do. They want me to win, so they're really supportive as well. By the end of the day, I always say it. I'm just gonna work hard, give everything in camp. So when I'm on fight night, I'm gonna fight my best, and then I'm gonna do my best. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. But I'm not losing this fight. I've worked so hard to get to this position, and I have 100% belief in my capabilities that I am better than her. Like, so if I do everything right in fight camp, there's no way on earth she's beating me on that day, and I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I do want to touch upon your fight, but I want to know who Shanelle Dyer is outside the cage. I- at what point, when you got into MMA, at what point did you know? Did you realize this wasn't just a hobby, but this was going to be your future?
I think my first fight actually in MMA. So I've been doing like martial arts, Muay Thai since I was like 9 years old. But I
Yeah.
back then I used to do it as a hobby because of my friends who used to do it. I used to love the traveling and fire, but I used to never think of it actually to be a job or passion or something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I think when I was about 17, 18, I was in the last year of school. My tutor called me up to his room and actually said to me, "Oh, so what's the plan now? You don't want to go uni? You can get a job, blah, blah, apprentice, blah blah." But then I thought to myself, like, only thing I want to do is fight. Like, I remember I had my first job when I was like 16 and I absolutely hated it for no reason, just for the fact that I was working. The only thing I knew is that I didn't want to work for the rest of my life. And back then I was only doing Muay Thai and I only had two options because back then Muay Thai didn't really pay. Like one championship wasn't big. People, you can't make a living doing Muay Thai. So it's either I
Hmm.
go to MMA or boxing, and I like kicking too much to be a boxer, so I chose MMA. And then 4 months down the line, I had my first MMA fight on 5 days notice. And I remember, I think I like fly kicked her in the face. She was a blue belt. I was like rubbish at jiu-jitsu, and I fly kicked her in the face, and then I got the TKO in round one. And I kind of went semi-viral from there, and I got so much love, so much like praise, so much everything. And from that moment, I was like, I can actually do this as a career. I can actually do this for a living.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, the rest is history.
Like, do you have any pre-fight rituals, or do you have anything like mental things that you do to kind of keep you dialed in?
On fight day is usually the same routine. I wake up, I have breakfast, I have a little shakeout with my coaches. Then I sleep. I always take a nap for like 2 hours, visualize the opponent. But I don't really have any like superstitions and stuff in fight day. I'm not gonna lie, every fight day I wake up, I forget how to fight. Like I remember just waking up in the morning, I'm just like, I don't know how to throw a kick. So like the first 10 minutes of like when I wake up every fight day morning, I start shadow boxing to make sure I still know how to fight some stupid reason. But yeah, fight day I kind of emotionally like detach from everything because when I fight, I don't fight with emotion. Like it's not personal for me; it's all business. So coming to fight now, I kind of emotionally detach from like the outside world because when I'm in the cage, when I'm in the ring, nothing else matters but me and my opponent. Like nothing else exists outside the cage, and that's like an hour's process to get to that type of mental state.
What would be the toughest moment going 6-0? Was there any moment that made you uh question if this was all worth it? Was it any time in the weight cut? Was it just a particular fight or the training camp?
No, I've never weight cut before. That's the weird thing. Is that because my next fight is actually at strawweight because I was six. I'm 6 and at flyweight, but I walk around like 130 pounds. So it's
Right.
like I'm going down to my actual weight cut. So this will actually be like the first time I actually proper weight cutting since my amateur days, which I'm excited about. But no, I always have confidence in myself. Like in fight camp on fight day, even if I have doubt in confidence. I have 100% of confidence in my abilities. I know how good I am. I know I'm better than these girls. I trust myself. I trust my coaches that I'm gonna come away with the win no matter what. I work too hard for this.
Yeah, and you really pride yourself on the hard work that you put through. Do you feel like that's what separates you from every other fighter trying to get on to the UFC, trying to get a UFC contract?
Yeah, definitely. I'm 24 years old. I started martial arts when I was 9, but I took a little bit of a break in between. So technically, I've been doing martial arts for half my life. Like I know a
Hmm.
lot of these girls and a lot of these fighters haven't done martial arts for half their life. And where I'm at 24, I fight like a veteran. I feel like a veteran in my age. But I'm still moving like someone who just came in the sport, and that's hard to find.
Mhm. It would no, definitely, like, and I think that, the hard work that you've put in and that you put in inside and outside the cage is going to only show on fight night. When every opponent is different, but what kind of changes would you have made in this camp versus maybe other camps?
Um, I haven't really started 100%
Uh,
camp now, but
Right,
um,
right.
but like
Maybe the preparation, I should say.
yeah. So I treat every fight camp different because every opponent is different. I try
Of
not to
course.
base my whole fight camp for my opponent because you can watch your opponent and be like, yeah, she likes throwing the right hand. You base your whole fight camp on countering the right hand and like defending the right hand. Then you go in the fight and then she double legs you, and then you start panicking, and then fight plan goes out the window. Then then it all goes to hell. So I like focusing on myself a lot in fight camp, like strengthening my weaknesses, strengthening my strength. Because but at the end of the day, in my fight, it's gonna end up being my fight. Like my game plan is to make the fight to my strength, and that's what I'm gonna do in for my fight. I know Carol Foros, she's predominantly a striker, but I'm a better striker. I've been in striking way longer than her and at a high level, so I have 100% capabilities, motivation, my capabilities. But if she does end up taking it to the floor, I'm guaranteed a sub anyway. So
What what is something you would like to show the fans that maybe you haven't shown them yet?
Um, I don't know, every time I fight, I say I come up with like a game plan, blah, blah. But every time I fight, I surprise myself every single time. I'm like, on my legs, I can't believe this landed. My last fight, I done a double leg and I surprised myself, surprised everyone. So I don't know, I take one of my fights, I fly kicked her in the face like a super. And I don't know, I surprise myself every single time I fight. I'm actually like curious what I'm actually going to do in this fight, but hopefully I'm gonna show another viral KO. That's the plan.
Yeah, maybe another head kick. I mean, I
Yeah,
think that was probably the best, the biggest viral one you had.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so, uh, when you visualize September 9th, what does that moment look like after the fight, and what are you expecting?
So right now, all the emotions are kind of contained. Like I'm trying not to overthink it. I'm not trying not to deep it. I'm
Right.
just gonna go and fight just normally, like it's a normal fight. I think afterwards, when I win, when I get that contract and everything hits, like I'm actually a UFC fighter. I don't know. I'll be speechless, unbelievable. I might even cry in the back room. It's just I made it basically, and I'm gonna make it. And this is the start. I've done martial arts for 12 years, but this is literally the start of my story.
Do you like giving out predictions? And if you do, what's your bold prediction?
My bold prediction is I finish her within 2 rounds. I'm too techy. I'm too stylish. I'm too sharp. I hit too hard. I'm too fast. I'm just 100% better than her, and I don't think she'll be able to catch up to me in the 2 rounds. So I think I finish her in the second round.
And in that moment, do you feel like there's something you would say to Dana White in that moment, or is there something that you would do, or do you feel like the natural emotions will just come?
The natural emotion will just come flooding out in this moment. But I'm 100% gonna tell him like there's I'm next up in the strawweight division. Like everyone keep eyes on me because I'm gonna make waves.
Of course. And just to end off, I just like to know. I like to get to know my fighters. Who hits harder, your toughest training partner, or your 6 a.m. alarm clock?
Oh, my 6 a.m. alarm clock. I'm so bad at getting in the morning. My coaches get at me. I don't function before 9 a.m. Before 9 a.m. I'm just asleep.
Yeah, so I guess like the toughest thing is really time as trying to get
Yeah,
up in the morning, I think.
yeah, it is.
And if you weren't fighting, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Sleeping. Oh no, I really like football, soccer for you Americans. I had a passion for that when I was younger. I had to kind of choose between the two. I'm grateful I chose MMA. So if I had to give up back then, it probably would have been football.
Hmm. And if you had to pick one cheat meal for the rest of your life, what do you think it would be?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it would be McDonald's, 100%.
Is that your go-to after every fight?
That's my go-to in. I can't say in fight camp. No, my go-to after every fight. Like I buy my whole team McDonald's. We have like a McDonald's party afterwards in the hotel.
Of course. If Dana White was watching this right now, if he were, what do you think you would say to him before this fight?
That just keep your eyes open. Don't blink because I'm coming for the KO. I'm gonna give everything that I got in this fight, and you've never seen anyone like me in the strawweight division, and I'm gonna come to take over.
And lastly, we've seen so many great fighters come and go. Who's your favorite fighter to watch?
Currently, of all time,
Over time or currently?
of all time, it was Israel Adesanya at his peak. Right now, I love Volkanovski.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And I just want to say I appreciate you again for taking the time. And I know it's in the afternoon for you, so I
Yeah.
appreciate you being able to take the time out of the middle of the day for this. And just good luck on September 9th, and hopefully we'll see you in the UFC.
Thank you, and that's a guarantee.